Are you having a lot of conversations with your employees as a manager and you're struggling to figure out what went wrong or what you could have improved on in those conversations? Well, lucky for you, here at Tactiq, we actually have the tool that's just for you. In this series of videos showcasing use cases on how to utilize Tactiq, we're gonna dive into how to improve your one-on-ones as a manager and employee relationship handler. Now, first and foremost, inside of our product, it's very simple. If you go into Google Meet or any product, you can see that as I'm talking, things are happening, right? So basically every word coming out of my mouth is being tracked by Tactiq. And this is essentially taking the transcript that's pushing through into Google Meet, or it could be Zoom or Microsoft Teams, whatever platform you're gonna use on the web. This is going to be your go-to, all right? So everything that's being said here will pipe through into that meeting. And then at the end of that meeting, what ends up happening is if you go to My Meetings, you'll see all of the meetings that you've had. So for example, I have a one-on-one with one of my team members, Luca, and inside of here, we'll see the conversation and how it played out. Now, I have a lot of different ways I can go about this. I can quickly see at the top of the screen that there's the ability to ask any question that I want. And there's also a bunch of prompts that I can work through here at the top. So for example, you'll see I already have a detailed summary here, which I can delete this, but essentially this is how it works. You can use quick prompts to get detailed summaries of how it went, which is fine. And you can figure out the summaries and action items that go along with it. Or as you can see here, there are a myriad of different meeting kits, which essentially are your capability to create your own kits, which these essentially serve as follow-up prompts to whatever you want, right? So this basically makes it so that if you really like a question that you've asked before using AI to a meeting, then you can ask it every single time by adding it to your kits here. For example, under this, you'll see that there's a one-on-one meeting note option. And what I really like about this, by the way, is that here at Tactiq, we add more of these all the time, right? It's not just a one-time thing where these meeting kits that are default there are gonna be there. You'll actually notice that if I press star here, that this is now added to my quick prompts because I really like it. And as you can see, there's a meeting overview. It discusses key points in the conversation. It has challenges and blockers, action items and next steps, feedbacks and insights, and career and growth topics. So this is a very, very specific to these types of one-on-one conversations as a manager-employee convo. Now, as a manager, I could also ask questions ad hoc. Like for example, I could say, what could I, as the manager, done better to show more compassion with this employee, Luca? Parentheses. And if I go here to ask, what ends up happening is it'll craft a custom response from this text down here in the entirety of the transcript. So now you'll see, to show more compassion towards Luca, consider the following approaches. Active listening, okay. Empathy, awesome. Supportive feedback, great. Now I can always take these and copy them out into individual sections, or say I wanted to add this to somewhere for myself, I could export it as a PDF. I could share it to any of the awesome integrations that are in here. And I actually can take whichever ones I want, right? So I could only have the meeting details, meaning like what I just looked at. So say for example, I save and copy this link. It's gonna bring me to say for example, I share this link via a Google Drive option here. It's gonna bring me to a Google Doc if I copy and paste it out. And you'll see the detailed summary is what's shown at the top, followed by the transcript and whatever was highlighted. But if I didn't wanna share all of it, like you saw, I could have unchecked any of these different options and only seen, for example, the meeting details as in the AI follow-ups. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple and effective process. Real quick to note, by the way, after a meeting was finished, this automatically also went to my Notion account, which is really cool. So if you're interested in a tool that actually has your best interests in mind, we also have workflows that is really, really changing the way that our product works. We can easily send these out manually or utilize the automatic triggers in order to have my meetings automatically tracked within Notion. So if you're interested in tools like this, please make sure to try out Tactiq.io by clicking the link down below today. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.